Hello and welcome back to Changes of Life Tarot. My name is Day. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Today we'll be discussing what your life is going to look like over the next week. What your life is going to look like over the next week. So I'm going to have on the screen some cards for you to select, and we'll get right into it. Please take time to pick the pile that resonates with you the most. For pile number 1, we have this pug. Pile number 2, we have the money bag. And for pile number 3, we have the honeybee. Those are your 3 options. Please select your piles as such, and I'll see you in the reading. Alright, if you picked pile number 1 with the pug, this is your oracle reading for the week ahead. Let's dive into your cards. I want to start with this green one first. A time to give rather than to take. So I feel like this pile may be on edge lately. You may find comfort in animals. You may have a pet or 2. You may be a dog person. And right now, I feel like your message is to give to yourself. Hold on. I feel like your message is to give to yourself. I feel like you take a lot of your own energy away by pushing and going into things that are not counterproductive, but that don't serve your highest good because it's not nurturing your soul. It's just like busy work. It just keeps you busy. I feel like you need to take a step back and give more to yourself than you take of your own energy. I feel like your energy is very important right now. Your second card, expect powerful change. So you may be going through a lot of changes in your life right now, and it's leaving you unsteady. And so you're trying to force your will and force your way by doing multiple things to try to keep yourself not only busy in a sense, well, maybe not really busy, but like you're trying to keep up with the changes. So you're just doing next thing, trying to call yourself, trying to stay ahead of whatever's going to happen next. And by doing that, you take your own energy away. You take from yourself. So you need to give more to yourself, and during that, you will experience throat chakra. You will experience a powerful change. Next, we have it's time to take action. You've been neglecting yourself a lot lately. And this is a return to you. You need to get back on your self-love grind. Back on your self-care hustle. Maybe spend time with the pets that you love. And really pour into yourself. Finally, confidence is your key to success. You may not be feeling very confident in yourself. You may have a certain bravado. That you got it under control, but you really feel like you don't on the inside. And that's why you're so desperately trying to jump to the next thing and stay on top of this, stay on top of that, so not a single thing falls out of place. But however, doing that is not only taking from your energy, it's taking away from your essence. And when you pour back into yourself, you will find that everything will fall into alignment, everything will fall into place, and you will be okay. You will be okay. So that's what you can expect, pile number one, for this week coming up. I love you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Welcome, pile two, if you picked the money bag. This is your pile. Let's get into your cards. I want to focus on this card. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. So I feel like you are a hypersensitive individual. I feel like right now you may be having some issues with money, maybe with goal setting and figuring out and finding out who you are. And you found an outlet into spirituality, and it's giving you hope. It's giving you a place where you feel like you belong. It's giving you a prosperity of the spirit that you didn't know you could have before. However, some things in your regular life is lacking. Your practical life, your regular, degular, real life is lacking. And you need to make sure that you're balancing your spiritual aspect with your practical day-to-day needs. You may be very spiritual, but you may not be eating right. You may be getting thin. You may be fasting at a time where you need to nourish your body, and you're not listening into your own inner spirituality. Maybe you're listening to the spirituality of others, and what others are saying is you need to fast, but you know in your spirit that you need to eat nourishing foods. Maybe you just need to eat more vegetables and you'll be good. Spirituality is so much deeper than doing what others tell you is going to make you a spiritual person. And I think that that's one thing that you're starting to learn, and that you would do well to know. But also, in that effect, after you've gotten that squared away, make sure that you're also balancing your spirituality with your regular everyday life. Are you getting your homework done? Are you getting your stuff for your job done? Do you feel exhausted by the end of the day? Do you need to take a self-care day where you maybe soak your feet? Or do you need to invest in a foot massager or a back massager or something that's going to help nourish you practically so you can get on with day-to-day business? You need to make sure that you're balancing the two worlds, because you are an earthly being and you do have a role here in this society and a role in this lifetime that spirituality itself cannot just replace. Because if you were meant to be just purely spiritual with no human experience, you would not be human. You would be of the ether still. So just be mindful of that. Next. I want to take this next. Your commitment is being tested. I feel like I'm talking to a lot of older souls, maybe. People who are young in years, but they're a little bit older than other people expect them to be at this time and at this age. I feel like you are a very passionate person. I feel like you're very loving, very much watery energy. You give me Pisces, you give me Cancer type energy. You are even Scorpio a little bit, but mainly Pisces and Cancer type energy. You are a very passionate person. You care a lot about things, but your commitment to living in this human experience is being tested. Right now, your relationship may not be going good. Right now, you may be very spiritual, but your stuff in your family life isn't going good. Maybe your finances aren't even Maybe your finances aren't even going good because you've neglected. Maybe you're a business owner, or you have a not a part-time job, but like maybe you have a side hustle or a side business and you haven't really been paying attention to it because you've been chasing spirituality. Maybe the two aren't mixed, and you're neglecting your bag. Your commitment is being tested to this area of living as a human being would. Because right now you're out of balance. Let's see what else you have. Don't let pride get in your way. I know you want to be that. I'm so sorry, guys. It sounded like somebody was opening my sliding glass door, and it was so loud till it scared the out of me because I'm home alone, and that would mean somebody's breaking into my house. Luckily, that wasn't the case. But nonetheless, I like rebounded off my chair, ran out, and I don't know, maybe that's significant for somebody. But hopefully not anybody breaking into your house, but maybe that's significant for somebody. Because it was so loud. It was like right there in my, not in my ear, but like it sounded like it was just the next room over. Like it was that loud. But anyway, I barely remember what I was saying. Oh my gosh. Yeah, don't let pride get in your way. I know you may want to be this very spiritual, very woke person. You may want to be an authority in some aspect of your spiritual life. Maybe you want to be a tarot reader. Maybe you want to be an oracle reader. Maybe you want to be a preacher or a pastor one day. Or maybe you're actively doing that now. But for the moment, you can't let pride push you away from your humanity. You have to do both. It's good for your soul to do both. It's good for your spirit to do both. God wants you to do both. So please don't neglect that. In your last card, the energy is gaining momentum. Whichever direction you're falling in after this reading is the direction you'll go in. So if you keep continuing to go more to the spiritual, you're going to go to the spiritual, but your practical is going to lack. Your finances are going to lack. Your relationships. Something in your life is going to be lacking if you keep going towards spirituality. If you go towards practicality, then you'll be able to be a more practical person and still have your spiritual side, because your spiritual side is very potent. It's not going to go anywhere if you start to have a human experience. It's not going anywhere. You're a very sensitive, caring, altruistic, very good person. You are a very spiritual person. Your spirituality is not in danger if you decide to live a normal human existence. It's simply not. And with that, I say God bless you on your journey. May you pick whatever resonates with your heart. And that's it for your reading. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading for the week ahead. You chose the honeybee. Well, the queen bee. Interesting. I feel like you're a boss, but you barely know it. I don't know why. Alright, let's take a look at your cards. Luck is on your side. Wow. This would be that boss energy I feel coming through. Look at her. Hold on. Look at that crown she's got on. So I feel like you're a very lucky person. Things just kind of happen to you in a positive way. You don't really know how or why it ends up happening, but it just does. I don't know if I would call you a really religious person. I think you definitely believe in something higher, but you're not really into it like that. Like, you're very much so, if I believe in it, it's true, and I don't have to look for reasons why it's true. I don't have to try to force it to be true. I just know it's true, so it's cool. I'm going about my life. And the universe loves that. It loves to bless you. It loves that energy where it doesn't have to prove itself to you all the time. So that's very good. That's a very good energy to start with. Next we have you're very close to achieving your goal. So you might be looking for something to come to fruition. You may be looking for a goal to be met, a goal to be reached right now, and you will reach it. Alright, my apologies, my camera died, but we're going to finish your reading, pile number 3. You're very close to achieving a goal that you set for yourself, and I wouldn't let you get distracted right now. You're a very lucky person. Your goals are going to be reached. finally, we might have to wrap this up. Nothing will come of this situation. You might have a romantic partnership that is now coming to an end and you're trying to save it. And this is to let you know nothing will come of this situation. You may be lucky in a lot of things. You may even be lucky in love. But this situation is something you're going to have to let go. I'm thinking about L. Maybe his name starts with an L, or your name starts with an L, or her name starts with an L. Leon, Leroy, Larry, Lacey, Amanda, maybe A, Ariel, something like that. She might be a Scorpio, she might be a Pisces. And finally, hold your vision. Hold your vision. You're going to get everything that you want, except maybe this relationship, but like they say, when one door closes, another one opens, and you're just going to have to trust that. Remember, you are Queen Bee. Or King Bee. And nothing can take that away from you. The universe itself doesn't want to take that away from you. Alright, that's it for your reading, pile number 3. I love you so much. Sorry I had to cut it short a little bit, but this camera is dying and I have to go. I hope that this reading still serves you well, and God bless you.